Welcome to Wow of the World, and in this episode I start a new big world trip with my family. But we don't start too far from home. We're on the Canary Islands on the island of Lanzarote. With no fewer than 300 cone-shaped volcano tops, this island has a lot of perfect views. We stay here for 1 week and then we hop on to Fuerteventura. But first up, Lanzarote. We're staying a bit in the middle of nowhere. We're at the very center of Lanzarote in a place called Casa Tomaren. It's an Indonesian style resort and you would almost forget that you're in Spain. So let me just show you guys around. This is the hangout outside. Jens is also doing his vlog, as you can see. So let me show you the inside. It's all in Indonesian style. Look at this gate. Check this out. The living room over here. So over here we have the kitchen, and over here we have, of course, where the magic happens, To see as much as we possibly can on the island of Lanzarote, we rented a car at Top Car Rent-A-Car. And today we're gonna explore the north for some truly beautiful natural sights. Let's go! Lanzarote is about 60 kilometers wide, so you'll never drive much more than an hour. I've been looking out. We make our first stop here on the east coast in a little town called Caleta de Famara. And this place is famous because today is a Sunday and everybody is out on the waves here in surfer's paradise. And what can I say about the location of the town? Just look at this. These monstrous rocks make this a beautiful sight. These views are amazing, but let's get into town. One of the best towns you can visit on Lanzarote is the town called Teguise. It used to be the capital between 16 and 1700. It's Sunday today, and today there will be a market on the big square with all local products.
Walking away, your words are lost on me. It's taking everything.
Teguise is a stunning little town, but be sure to visit the market too, for souvenirs and local aloe vera stuff.
When you're not holding me, I can see it now. hate you when I lose. But if I'm gonna lose you, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. I'm like, oh shit, I've been doing this a long time. Lost in my head, I don't care, I'm not gonna lose it. I'm not gonna lose it.
So, what are we cooking here on Lanzarote? I will tell you, it's pasta di wout, fresh vegetables, some tuna, and the seasoning that I brought from home. It's very cheap, you can get it everywhere, and it's delicious.
I didn't wanna be the one who had to say it. No, I can't rewind the time. Promise I'll put down my pride. Don't look back because I mean it when I say it.
The most northern tip of Lanzarote has a very special natural phenomenon. This volcano behind me, called La Corona, erupted about 3,000 years ago, creating a lava tunnel of 6 kilometers long all the way to the sea. A part of this tunnel is the underground lake called Jameos de Agua, and that's where we are now. Look, Jens.
Yeah!
So special! This water is full of small white albino crabs that can't be found anywhere else in this world. This whole place was created by the artist called Manrique in 1966. And when he created this place, he also made this pool. But they say this pool is so special that even the King of Spain isn't allowed to swim here. Right across the street are the Cuevas de los Verdes. And that's where we can walk through the lava tunnel for about 1 kilometer. What an adventure. On Lanzarote you can buy a combination ticket for many attractions. And the more you do, the cheaper it gets. We do 4 for about 30 euros. It looks like a cliff, but it's actually water. One more thing. If you want to visit the cuevas, come early, because we're leaving and the line is all the way across the street now. And we're going. Also designed by the same artist Manrique is this bizarre viewpoint.
Pack your bags, I got a one-way ticket to explore the world tonight. I want you back, so come with me. Don't look back, I wanna show you the wonders of the universe, girl.
We end the day at the most beautiful viewpoint you can find on Lanzarote, and that's Mirador del Río. And over here we have La Graciosa, the other island. For the last days on Lanzarote we stay in Puerto del Carmen, a little fisherman's town on the south coast. And for a small budget, we still have front row seats.
Sailor seas, just you and I, exploring hidden caves or surfing waves into the night. on the beaches of Hawaii. Drinks in Ibiza, anywhere you wanna go, baby, you just let me know. Sunny Indonesia, don't say no. Sipping on tequila, anything you wanna see, be there in a heartbeat. Just say the words and we can go. We've got just one life, baby.
Gracias.
Like it one day at a time. Keep it shining like the stars we see above. I wanted to be here by my side.
Lanzarote has a bit of everything. This island has so many natural wonders, but even if you come for the beaches, you're at the right place. This behind me is called Playa del Papagayo, on the most southern point of the island.
I went from side to side to tell my travel come alive. Can't wait, the sun is shining, leave the sails and follow my own tide, yeah. There's a screaming in there, not telling me to leave for a while. So for the first time I trusted.
From these Caribbean-like waters, we continue our drive to a somewhat Dutch little side.
I wanna escape and restart all. I wanna escape and restart all. I wanna escape too. Away into the wild, I know my aim, I'll dive inside.
We haven't seen the roughest part of Lanzarote yet. About a quarter of the island consists of one big moon landscape with dozens of craters in it. National Park Timanfaya was named after the first village ever to be destroyed here by a volcanic eruption in the 18th century. It's kind of a shame that we can't go by our own car, so we have to take a bus, but it's supposed to be really fantastic.
Out of my freedom of mind, was born away.
We don't see that much from the bus, but how the driver gets this huge thing over the narrow crater rims is an experience on its own. Wow!
I wanna escape and restart all. I wanna escape too.
For our last spot, here on Lanzarote we have Charco Verde behind me, a green lake. We catch the boat to the next island, Fuerteventura. And also, don't forget to subscribe to follow us all year long. And that brings us to the second destination, the island of Fuerteventura. We took the boat to Corralejo, a little fisherman's town in the north of the island. And there's already a lot to see here. Fuerteventura is an island, but in some places you'll find yourself wandering through a desert. The most beautiful sand dunes can be found in Parque Natural Dunas de Corralejo. And over here you can also find some volcanoes and the most beautiful beaches. Along this beautiful coastline we drive on to find some volcanoes. Fuerteventura has some of the most beautiful volcanoes that tower high above the roads when you drive around here. We stopped at Calderón Hondo, which is supposed to be the most beautiful one. So let's watch it from above with my drone. On the Canary Islands you can find these ravines created by the wind on the dry landscape, and they are called barrancos. We're here at Barranco Encantado, one of the most beautiful ones. I'm gonna walk through it, and it reminds me a bit here of the canyons in the West USA. Because of the rough landscape, I'm walking this hike alone for now. From the roads it takes me about half an hour to find the most beautiful spot. You would really forget that you're on Fuerteventura, right? These barrancos, they go on endlessly. Close to the car we find one that seems custom made for Jens' size. We stay at a very central location on the island in Caleta de Famara, an adorable little town with many restaurants and a play garden for us, Jens. The hotel's name is Fuerte Sol and it has the biggest pool of the entire island. It's a bright new day here on Fuerteventura and the sun is shining. And where we explored the north before, we're now going to the most southern point of the island. Let's go! On the bottom of Fuerteventura, on the most southern cape, we find Parque Natural Gandia. And the entrance gate is the little town called Morro Gable. And we're here, standing right on top of this town with a beautiful view over its beach. One of the best beaches on Fuerteventura, Playa del Matorral. What a lovely place to walk around for an afternoon. Cheers, and we're off. Punta Gandia looks a little bit like the end of the world. What a view! And far in the distance we see the spectacular mountains of Playa Cofete. Driving around on Fuerteventura, I noticed that there are a lot of windmills around here, so I looked it up. They were used to make gofio. something like wheat flour they used in the food in the past. Today, I thought it would be a good idea to see some of the most beautiful ones, and we start here in Lagares. You know guys, I'm a Dutchman. I gotta like windmills.
And they are even prettier than the ones we got at home.
In the town called Villa Verde, there are even two. The most beautiful windmill, in my opinion, is the one in Antigua, and you can actually take a look inside it. It's at Museo Queso Majorero, the cheese museum. So in the museum we also learn how to make Canarian goat cheese. And we take a little stroll through the lovely cactus garden. From the hotel, everything is just within an hour's drive. And on the roads, the beautiful views are countless. You can't possibly miss the giant statues of Moro Velosa. On Fuerteventura we will find a lot of old towns with a beautiful location between the mountains. By far the number one is Betancuria, where we are today. This little old town was founded in 1404 and it used to be the capital of the entire Canary Islands. And for hundreds of years it was the capital of Fuerteventura. Betancuria was founded by the Frenchman Jean de Betancourt. And despite the rich history, this village is tiny, but picture perfect.
Zo, en nu is het tijd voor een biertje.
Lekker zeg.
Je hebt geen bier.
Lekker colaatje.
After a short stop at the cutest inhabitants of Fuerteventura, it's time to say goodbye. Man, we enjoyed the Canary Islands so much. First Lanzarote and then Fuerteventura, but now it's time to leave the Canary Islands behind for this year. But as you know, we keep on traveling and I want to do everything as live as possible. And that's why I cannot show you images of the next trip we're going on, what I normally would. But I can tell you where we are going. And we're going to the Middle East, Oman. See you next time.